Greetings, I am the Ambassador, and this transmission is being sent via the Time Vortex. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the new episode of Doctor Who, The Return of Doctor Mysterio. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, the last few seasons of Doctor Who have been a bit lackluster. There have been fall downs in characters, in story arcs, and it's all been just a bit sad. Now, when I first heard that they were going to be doing this episode of Doctor Who with superheroes involved, I genuinely thought that our wonderfully terrible writer had literally run out of ideas and had ended up going off the deep end and deciding that he's going to jump onto the bandwagon of superhero stories that we're seeing doing really well lately in all forms of media, whether it be TV shows, movies, comic books, video games. And this had me worried, I mean, I know that the show's been on a massive downhill since Russell T Davies handed over the keys, but it's just not what I expected where this show would end up going. And I was really, really concerned for the future of the show. The episode itself is not very good. There's a couple of good moments in it, but not enough to really redeem it for what's going on. There's a few contradictory moments in it as well, which is something that I constantly see with Moffat's work. As an example of this, let's just take a quick look at what happens with the character Lucy when she first finds out that Ghost is real.
Oh my god, he's real.
Who's real?
The ghost.
Who's the ghost?
Masked vigilante, but he's
What?
super.
And then again in about a couple of seconds.
I can't believe it. You're actually real.
I'm afraid I am. I enjoy your calm, Miss Fletcher.
Read my column. You read. You're real and you read.
So what we're able to deduce from this is that Ghost is an unknown superhero. He's not a great big mainstream guy like Superman. He's not on the front of newspapers. He's not on TV. He is a legend, a myth, just like Daredevil. But then this happens.
Whoa.
Because fire prevention is the responsibility of every citizen. So get a smoke detector. Sorry, duty calls.
Oh, look at him go.
So now we've found out that, in fact, Ghost is known. He is a known entity. He's on TV. He's giving advice to the people at home, watching on their television sets. So that means that this superhero is well known, which then leads to the question, why is it that Lucy thought he wasn't? Why is it that she thought he was a myth? Why was it set up that he was a myth by her? The only explanation is that either she is a terrible reporter and really bad at her job, or she's some idiot woman who doesn't know what's really going on. Either way, it's really badly written piece of fiction for a female character. Now, it's not just Lucy's character I have a problem with in this show. Grant, the secret identity of Ghost, is also a major problem in this show. He is written as the super-duper nice guy that you should go out with. It is a terrible construction of a character. He's overly super nice to everyone all the time. He is the stereotypical nice guy that chicks should date, but gets overlooked. And it is painful to watch. And it's not just that that's the problem. Another massive issue is that he is quite literally a cuck in this whole thing. And the Doctor pretty much calls him out on it.
Suppose the field open for you to move in
Yeah.
and care for the child she'd had by another man.
Yeah,
So she could keep working and possibly dating other friends of yours.
pretty much.
You tiger.
And then to make matters worse, near the end of the episode, we have this moment where Lucy comes to realize that Grant is this amazing guy she's been taking for granted, and she should have been going out with him and loving him forever. What a bitch she is. It is absolutely laughable. I don't know how the actors managed to keep straight faces during this particular scene.
A man I take for granted.
Always there, always kind, never lies.
Now, the part that really irks me about this bit of the episode is that it just goes to show that he is so concerned with being a nice guy that he won't even let her think that he's lied to her about anything. Even the great big huge revelation that he is indeed this superhero who has stated that he doesn't want his secret identity to be known because it could put those he cares about in harm's way, which would, by the way, include her. Another thing that irks me in this episode is the way that they have to keep on defending, or feel like they need to keep defending the job that Grant has. Take a look.
Yeah, her nanny. You got a problem with that?
No.
And it happens multiple times throughout the episode. Now, for me, as I'm watching this and knowing what type of a terrible writer Moffat is, it just goes to show that he's looking at this stereotypically feminine occupation and is trying to desperately go, see, look, it's okay. I understand. I'm with it. I'm on your side about all this. I'm not a misogynist. And it's so painful every time they do it. If it wasn't such a huge issue, they wouldn't have to make it one.
I didn't realize how long my ranting was going to go for, so I'm going to have to split this video into 2 parts. See you at the next one.